Yo guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, this is going to be my first video for 2020, as you can probably see, which it is going to be a top 10 movies of 2019, which once again, like I said in my Skywalker and last year's top 10 video, this is going to be like my opinion of my favourite top 10 movies of the year. So don't get offended or don't get riled up about if one of your movies isn't in the top 10. So yes, just respect that. So we're gonna get into number 10. Number 10 is good old 21 Bridges, which is an American action thriller movie led by Black Panther himself, Mr. Chadwick Boseman, who has to shut down the 21 bridges of Manhattan to try and find two suspected cop killers. It's the directors of Avengers Endgame and Avengers Infinity War, Joe and Anthony Russo, are producers for this one. Yeah, so it was good. It was fast paced. There was never a dull moment in my thought. It was an hour. It was 99 minutes, so an hour 40, which isn't too bad. Yeah, that's why it comes in at number 10. 9 is Fast and Furious Hobbs and Shaw, which, as you probably know, they're both characters from the Fast and Furious franchise. One being Dwayne Johnson, who plays Luke Hobbs, and the other being Jason Statham, who plays Deckard Shaw. Yeah, which, it's a good movie, and it's like, it does add more to their characters to show you like how more brutal they can be and things. Yeah. So, and it also stars Idris Elba as the villain. Yes. So that was number 9, and yep. So on to number 8 is a surprisingly low movie for me this year, which is Spider-Man Far From Home. It's the sequel to Spider-Man Homecoming, but also the 23rd film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which this was the last movie of the 10 decade for the MCU. Yeah. Like, it's where Peter he's on his school trip to Europe and things, and then that's where all of the stuff happens. It's a good movie. I just couldn't find anywhere else for it to go up top, because I liked a lot of other good movies this year as well. So don't be offended that it's 8th. 7th is a movie that a lot of people really don't like. It's Angel Has Fallen. It was the 3rd installment in the Fallen trilogy, which followed Olympus and London Has Fallen, which, if you've seen the other two, you know who it stars. It stars Gerard Butler and Morgan Freeman and a lot of other guys. But this one is where he has to clear his name instead of like being framed for attacking someone. Yeah. Like, it was a good movie. I've just recently had I would say in like the last 6 months, because it came out in August, I would say like, I just had like a real big fascination with wanting to watch the Has Fallen one. So that is why it comes in at 7. Number 6 is another big movie that I had nowhere for it to be, which is John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum. Which, it's the 3rd installment of the big John Wick franchise / film series. Yeah, so it was as good as all the other ones. But like, yeah, there was nothing wrong with it. It's just like I couldn't find anywhere higher for it. Like Keanu Reeves excels in this role, like he does in most of his roles, except for those movies where he doesn't. Be a good character or something. So that is number 6. Number 5 is a movie that a lot of people really did enjoy, but then also had some people didn't like it. Yes, which is dun 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 Joker. Like, it was good. It did definitely show his origin story of Arthur Fleck / the Joker. And yeah, like I get why people really enjoyed the movie. It was good. I loved it. It just, like I said with most of the other movies, it didn't have anywhere for me to go. That's why it comes in at 5. Yeah, like the musical score was good. Like, just Joaquin Phoenix. He played Joker, and he was outstanding. He just should maybe possibly deserve to win Academy Award, but it's going to be a little bit of a difficult because he's got other people who were good in movies as well. So coming up to the top 4, number 4 is a surprising movie that people had been good, and like it didn't get much traction anyway. Which we're talking about Alita: Battle Angel. Pardon me. Yeah, like the movie was really good. Like it's something when I went in, I didn't think I would like the movie, but I went out and I loved it. Like the main actor, Rosa Salazar. She was like she played the role so well. But the one reason it does deserve a sequel, the one reason why I don't see it potentially getting a sequel, I hope it gets a sequel, but like it's just because it didn't get much traction. So these are going to be a couple or a few honorable mentions that couldn't make the top 10 but were like edging inside of the top 10, which, yeah, so let's get that started. So we've got X-Men Dark Phoenix, Shazam, Rocketman, Men in Black International, which a lot of people didn't like, but I enjoyed. Captain Marvel, that was originally at 10th, but it got pushed out after I saw 21 Bridges. You've got Last Christmas, which is a pretty good Christmas movie about George Michael's song. Ride Like a Girl, which is an Aussie movie about Michelle Payne, the first ever chick to win the Melbourne Cup. You've got Gemini Man, which was 9th, but that got pushed out. Knives Out, Toy Story 4, and The Lion King. And then some wayward one is Fisherman's Friend. That movie was like, it's so heartwarming. Yeah. So those are honourable mentions. Get back to the number 3. So we are in the top 3. Which you probably maybe might know what the top 3 is. Ooh. Number 3 is Big Boy Avengers Endgame. Which, like, it's definitely up there as one of the best Marvel movies / one of the better movies of the last 5 years. Yeah. So that is why it's in number 3. It just like shows, if you don't know what Infinity War was about, it was number 1 in my movies last year. But the film / movie is basically about all the surviving members of the Avengers and their other groups like Guardians and all that. Yeah, where they have to attempt to reverse the damage that was caused by Thanos in Infinity War. Which, if you hadn't seen Infinity War, Thanos did this. everyone disappeared. Yeah. And like I said before, Anthony and Joe Russo were the directors of this movie, who were producers on 21 Bridges. 2 is Jumanji: The Next Level, which, once again, I saw that people people liked it, but like, it's like, it wasn't as good as the first one, people said. But once again, I went in, I was laughing the whole way through, so it was real good. Which, like, I'm not gonna spoil anything, because if you're from Australia like me, it's only been out since Boxing Day, which was about a week and a half, I think. Yeah, so it was a sequel to Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle, which has like all the same cast. Yeah, but this time there's a few added twists inside of the game. Yeah. So that is why it's number 2. Number 1 is, as you probably can tell, unless you don't, it is Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. Like, this was I loved it, like, but I saw that other people didn't, but to be honest, this is my listing and top 10, so can you back off if you think I'm wrong? Just, yeah. Like, this was definitely an upgrade from The Last Jedi, but it's not as good as The Force Awakens, because The Force Awakens basically was my favourite of these new 3 sequel trilogy movies until this one came along. Yeah, this one was directed by J.J. Abrams. The cast included Carrie Fisher, Adam Driver, Daisy Ridley, John Boyega, Oscar Isaac, Anthony Daniels, and so on, who were playing Leia, Kylo Ren, Rey, Finn, Poe, C-3PO, and then so on. Still not going to try and reveal much of this movie, because it's still out. Like, it was great. I loved it. So, if you're a Star Wars fan, and you haven't seen it yet, go and bloody watch it. Yeah. So, thank you guys for watching this first video of 2020, which is my top 10 movies of 2019. So, yeah, I'll see you in the future. Catch you later.